You want to get smart, fast, right? Skip the fluff.
Yeah, get straight to the core.
So today, we're diving into something pretty interesting. POUCH churches. We saw this term used to describe certain churches in China.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just a name. POUCH is actually an acronym. It stands for a specific church model that's designed to be reproducible.
Right. So our mission here is to really unpack that, understand the main ideas, how it works, based on what we've learned.
Okay, so POUCH. P is for Participative Bible Study and Worship.
Okay.
O is obedience, that's seen as the measure of success. U is for unpaid and multiple leaders.
Unpaid. Interesting.
Yeah, and multiple. And CH is cell groups, meeting in homes or maybe storefronts. That last part really shows how flexible it is, you know?
It can be implemented pretty much anywhere then.
Exactly.
So let's picture it. How does a gathering actually look and feel? Often it's in someone's home.
Yeah, usually. Very personal, creates a sort of community feel right away. They often share a meal together too.
Ah, okay. Building relationships.
Totally. And sometimes they might even have communion or prayer right there at the end of the meal. It's less like a formal service, more like, well, family.
Makes sense. And the worship part, you said participative.
Right. So there's usually a prayer leader, but they facilitate, they gather requests, lead the group in prayer.
Yeah.
But other leaders might share too.
Share what sorts of things?
Things like words of encouragement, maybe updates on community work, evangelism reports, leading praise. It's not just one person up front. It's shared.
Okay, that shared leadership idea seems key. And it sounds like it really comes through in the Bible study part as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's kind of central. It's definitely not a lecture. The whole point is getting as many people involved as possible, actively digging into the text.
How do they make that happen? Is it just asking questions?
Well, yeah, questions are crucial. They use specific leading questions. But it's not just about finding the right answer. It's also about developing future leaders by getting them to think and contribute.
Ah, okay. Developing people. Got it. Is there a structure to it?
Yeah, there's a pretty clear 5-part structure they often use for this participative study.
Okay, let's break that down. What's first?
First is observation, just looking at the text. Who, what, where, when. The basic facts, how, why.
Just gathering the data points, basically.
Exactly. Then comes interpretation. Okay, what did this mean to the original audience? And importantly, what does it mean for us now? What's the main point? How does it fit with the rest of the chapter or the book? Any related scriptures?
Right. Understanding the meaning then and now. Makes sense. What's next?
This is crucial. Application. It moves beyond just knowing things. How do we actually live this out?
Okay.
So they look at it through 4 lenses. Teaching, what do we need to know? Rebuking, what errors or sins do we need to stop? Correcting, what do we need to do differently? And training in righteousness, what positive actions should we start or keep doing?
Wow, that's very practical. Teaching, rebuking, correcting, training. It's about tangible change. It's not just theoretical. And to ensure everyone's processing it, there's discussion.
Talking it through together. Yeah. What did you like? What didn't you like? What did you understand? What's still confusing? What's the main thing you're taking away? And critically, what are you going to do as a result?
So it circles back to action. It builds an accountability too, I guess, talking about it in the group.
Definitely. And that leads right into the final step.
Right.
Developing an application plan.
Okay, getting specific.
Really specific. Deciding exactly what you'll apply from the study. Agreeing on when you'll do it. Thinking about potential difficulties. Identifying where and with whom you might share what you learned. How you report back on progress. And praying about it together.
That is thorough. That focus on obedience and practical steps really ties it all together.
It really does. That O for obedience isn't just a letter in the acronym. It seems woven through the whole process.
Okay, so let's quickly recap POUCH, Participative Worship and Bible Study.
Obedience is the main goal.
Unpaid, multiple leaders sharing the load.
Right. And cell groups meeting simply in homes or storefronts. Very adaptable.
Yeah, adaptability and participation seem to be the big themes. Shared leadership, practical application.
Exactly. It feels like the real strength is in that active involvement, everyone contributing, and the focus on actually living out the teachings within that small supportive group. It's quite decentralized.
It certainly gives you something to think about. Which leads to our final thought for you, the listener. Consider these principles: participation, practical application. How might those ideas be relevant and maybe even transformative in other areas, like learning or community building, even completely outside a religious context? What stands out to you from this model? Something to chew on.